Hello, everyone. Good morning from KIC Nepal. We are an educational consultancy located in different locations of Nepal like Kathmandu, Lalitpur, Pokhara, Butul, Chitwan, Birganj, Biratnagar, Itahari, and Birtamor. Also, we have an onshore office in Sydney, Australia. Myself, Shyam Dahal, Director of Operations of KIC Nepal. As always, I would like to welcome all of you to our Facebook live session from our KIC Facebook page and from our YouTube channel. Today, in this live session, we will be talking about study in Australia. Most importantly, we have a representative from the University of Canberra College, Australia. The Canberra College is under the University of Canberra and providing pathway programs. You can study for your first year degree at the University of Canberra College and can get direct admission into the second year of bachelor's degree at the University of Canberra. I know many of you have questions about study in Australia, COVID-19 situations update, and also the possible border opening for international students. You can mention your questions in the comment section below. In the second stage of today's session, we will answer those questions. So I would like to request you to start asking questions now in the comment section below. We will definitely try to answer your all questions related to study in Australia, Canberra College, about Canberra city as a study destination location. Without doing any delay, now let me introduce our guest today. We have Mr. Mahul Saha, who is the marketing manager of University of Canberra College, and also we'll have Mr. Anup Sister, but he is on the way, so he will be joining. I would like to welcome Mr. Mahul first. Welcome, Mr. Mahul, in our today's Facebook and YouTube live counseling session.
Thank you, Mr. Shyam. It's a pleasure to be live in Nepal for the first time.
Thank you so much for your time today. Before starting the information session about the college, I would like to ask Mr. Mahul about the COVID-19 situation over there in Australia at the moment, and also for the steps taken by the Australian government to welcome international students in the future. Also, you can share your understanding of the possible border opening of Australia, Mr. Mahul.
So, Mr. Shyam, Australia has been one of the safest countries in the world when it comes to COVID-19. Both the federal government and the state and territory governments have done an exceptional job in handling the whole COVID-19 situation. In Canberra, it's been over 100 days that we've had no community transmission of COVID. And across Australia, we do have a few community transmission cases, but they're becoming fewer and fewer. And as a result, internal borders in Australia have opened or are opening. And it is a very safe and healthy environment to be in. So when it comes to when are the borders opening, this is the million-dollar question that everyone wants to know. When can we arrive in Australia? As all my friends and colleagues in Nepal know, Australia is a very warm and friendly and very welcoming country. And Australia does follow, a lot of sort of rules and regulations to make sure that it protects its own citizens and those people that are living onshore in Australia. Now, there are talks about certain pipelines being introduced, for students to come across to Australia. But announcements will probably be made at the end of November or early December at the earliest. What I would encourage students to do is start your visa application so that if you do have a visa that is ready and issued and you've started your studies online, then as soon as borders open, you can be one of the first ones to jump on the plane. But students that are waiting for borders to open, might find that all of a sudden there'll be a surge in applications with the embassy in Nepal. They might not get their IELTS tests done on time. They might not get their GTE done on time. So if you apply early enough and have your visa ready, whatever studies you do online count towards your post-study work rights. and you're proving to the Australian government that you are a serious student and that you do want, to come to Australia to study.
Yes, definitely. Also, Mr. Anup is here. I would like to welcome Mr. Anup also, who is Mr. Anup Sista, who is the area manager for Navitas Nepal. Welcome, Mr. Anup, in our today's Facebook and YouTube live counseling session. I think your mic is mute.
Yeah, sorry about that. Sorry about the delay because of the internet. Hi, Abu.
No problem.
Hi, Mahul. How are you?
Very well, Anup. How are you? Good to see you.
Same here. Thank you.
Okay. So now I think we can start. I would like to request Mr. Mahul to start the session for today. Yep. Over to you, Mr. Mahul, and Anup as well.
Sure. Thank you, Shamsur, for organizing this today. It's been after, I think, 2-3 weeks. We are doing it again. Thank you for organizing this.
Yep. Mahul, would you like to share any presentation?
Can you see the presentation?
Not yet.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
I think it's coming
now.
Yep.
It's sharing?
Yep.
Yeah.
Excellent. So, to everyone in Nepal, my name is Mahul Shah. I'm the marketing manager for the University of Canberra College, which is part of the University of Canberra. For those of you that do not know where Canberra is the capital of Australia, and it's located roughly halfway between the two largest cities in Australia of Sydney and Melbourne. Canberra is the political capital of Australia, and Canberra is also where all the different embassies and diplomatic missions from around the world sit. In Canberra, we have two universities, the Australian National University and the University of Canberra. And Canberra is a beautiful city, surrounded by hills. Hills probably are not as big as the hills or the mountains that surround you in Nepal, but nonetheless, it's still a very beautiful city surrounded by hills. We are 2 hours from the coast and roughly a 40-minute flight to Sydney or a 40-minute flight to Melbourne. So the University of Canberra has been ranked in the top 1% of universities in the world, and it's amongst some of the fastest ranking risings of universities in the world. The University of Canberra is ranked 10 in Australia, so there are 42 universities in Australia, and we're in the top 10 universities in Australia. And the demand of our graduates is exceptionally high. 89% of graduates from the University of Canberra get employed within the first 6 months of completing their degree, and the average starting salaries for University of Canberra graduates is much higher than for those of other universities around Australia. Canberra is regarded a regional destination in Australia, and this is very important because when it comes to applying for post-study work rights, if you study in Canberra, you'll get a 3-year 485 visa, whereas if you were to study in Sydney or Melbourne, you would only get 2 years. And in Canberra, we offer very generous scholarships of between 10 to 25%. So once you apply the scholarship and our very low fees, we're actually a very affordable destination that gives you high world ranking university education, but also an extra year of post-study work rights. Canberra is a very safe, friendly, and supporting environment. And at the University of Canberra, we've got students from more than 100 countries. So it's a very welcoming environment that you'd be coming to. I spoke earlier, briefly about COVID. COVID has been handled very well by not only the government of the ACT, that's the Canberra government, but also by the national government. And we have now a COVID-safe campus. Some of the other responses we've had in response to the COVID-19 situation, we've reduced the amount of deposit that international students need to pay. There's been a freeze on tuition fees for 2021. Most universities and colleges in Australia have put their fees up for next year. But the University of Canberra and the University of Canberra College have committed to keeping the fees the same. And we're offering virtual classes for a very wide range of programs. So if borders do not open up for February next year, you can still start your studies online through remote learning and virtual classes. So the University of Canberra has got 5 faculties of study: the Faculty of Business, Government and Law, Faculty of Arts and Design, Faculty of Health, Faculty of Education, and the Faculty of Science and Technology. In the Faculty of Business, Government and Law, the degrees lead to careers such as becoming a lawyer, an accountant, financial planner, financial analyst, or solicitor. So it's a very wide or broad range of degrees available there, both at undergraduate and postgraduate level. Our Faculty of Health allows students to work as nurses, psychologists, psychotherapists, occupational therapists, or radiographers. And the Faculty of Arts and Design leads to careers in architecture, landscape architecture, graphic design, interior design, advertising, web design, or construction project. The Faculty of Education leads to careers in not only primary and secondary schools, but also education departments with governments and within universities and the college sector. Our Faculty of Science and Technology leads to careers in medical science, web development, systems analysis, data science, scientific laboratory technicians. So as I mentioned earlier, there are quite a number of courses available for virtual study for 2021. That's if the borders do not open. And we're allowing students to study a minimum of 2 units instead of doing 4 units, which you would do if you were in Australia. This allows you to attend real-time classrooms from the comfort of your home. And it means that when you arrive in Australia, you would have already have completed some of your studies. And we offer the same level of support, both at the college and the university, as you would expect to receive if you were a student in class in Australia. So the University of Canberra College offers pathways to the University of Canberra. We are a higher education institution, and we prepare students for both their undergraduate, that is bachelor degrees, and postgraduate degrees, which would be master's programs, by offering either diploma or pre-master programs, as well as English language programs. We've been around since 1997, so a very well-established college, and we have a combination of both domestic and international students. In fact, as a college, we're very unique that we've got more than half our students are Australian students, and you'll find that at a lot of colleges in Australia, most of the students are international students. So by having a lot of Australian students, it allows you to be able to study in a very localized environment. And successful completion of our programs guarantees you entry into the degree programs at the university. So I'll quickly go through some entry requirements and then show you what programs we have. For a student who's only completed year 11 in Nepal with a 60% average or a GPA of 2.5, you would be able to start a foundation or a pre-university program at the University of Canberra College. For students who have successfully completed their higher secondary school certificate, that is year 12, with a 60% average or higher, you could start with a diploma program. And for students who've already done a 3-year degree from a Section 1 university with a 60% average, you could apply for our GCAF program. With the college, we have intakes in February, June, and October, and with the university in February and August. We will require all students from Nepal to do a GTE check. So this is how the University of Canberra College works. For year 11 students, you would have finished year 11, you would start the foundation program for 2 semesters and then transfer to the first year of either a 3-year or a 4-year bachelor's degree. If you've completed year 12, you could then start a diploma program with us. And the diploma program is equivalent to the first year of the degree program. So that would then take you directly into the second year of the degree program with the university, and you would then spend 2 years at university completing the degree, plus 1 year for the diploma. So it would still take you 3 years to complete. And for students who have finished a bachelor's degree, you would start in our graduate certificate and academic foundation, which is for 6 months, and then go into the first year of the master's degree. The GCAF program is registered as an academic program, which means that if you were to do a 1.5-year master's, together with the 6-month GCAF program, you would satisfy the 2-year post-study work rights required for Australia. So to get your post-study work, you need to have studied in Australia for 2 years. And for many universities who offer a pre-university for masters, it does not count towards the post-study work rights, whereas ours does. For students who don't meet the English language entry requirement, we may be able to enroll you in an ELICOS, English language program, but this would be done on a case-by-case basis. So the International Foundation Studies program, as I mentioned, is 3 terms in duration. It takes 12 months to complete, and the cost is approximately 23,760 Australian dollars. And we said entry requirement for this is from year 11 in your high school system. We offer diploma programs in business, communication, and all of these are between $24,000 and $27,000 and lead to various degrees within the university. So we have a diploma of business, diploma of communication, diploma of design, diploma of information technology, diploma of health, and a diploma of science. So there are 6 different diploma programs that are offered at UC College. And all of these lead into the second year of various degree programs at the university. Plus, we've got the 6-month graduate certificate and academic foundations, and this can lead into master's programs in business, government and law, education, science and technology, arts and design. At the University of Canberra College, for students who have a GPA of 5 out of 7 or 70% average in their year 12, we can offer you a $2,500 scholarship towards your diploma course at UC College. And for other students, we can offer a $2,000 tuition fee reduction towards the course that you wish to do at the college. As I've mentioned earlier, we do have 3 start dates a year: February, June, and October. At the university, there are scholarships available of between 10 to 25%, depending on how well you've done in your year 12. And as I mentioned, there are international fee freezes, so there's no increase to fees in 2021. We've also reduced the deposit amount that is required, and you only need to pay the tuition fee for 2 units if you're doing your studies online with us. So that's very brief feedback or information about UC College and the University of Canberra. And if anyone's got questions, I'm happy to take them now.
Okay. Thank you so much, Mahul, for the presentation, and it was a very informative presentation. And I hope that most of the students they have got some information about the University of Canberra College and about the COVID-19 situation update from Australia and the possible border opening. And yeah, definitely the Canberra as a study location. We have received some comments. I will go through these as well, and I'll also request Mr. Anup to address some comments from your end as well. Uh,
Sure.
first comment, there is, do you offer for Norway? Unfortunately, it's for Australia. So sorry, but yeah, as a if you want to study in Norway, then yes, KIC can support you. So you can contact our office. You can visit our office for the Norway counseling. Next question, Saroj Pokhrel, can you please tell me for the law university? It's not clear whether you want to study undergraduate or postgraduate. I think, unfortunately, we don't have law course in the University of Canberra College, but there might be some courses in University of Canberra. Would you like to add anything, Mahul, about this? Do we have any diploma leading to bachelor's degree specializing in law program?
So we have the foundation that leads to the bachelor's of law.
Okay. If you are Saroj, if you are asking for diploma leading to bachelor's degree or undergraduate, then you can even try for University of Canberra College. Or if you are looking for direct entry into the university for undergraduate or postgraduate, then we may help you for finding the admission in other universities. So you can visit us in your convenient time. Next question that we have. I have completed my 3 years bachelor's degree in business studies from TU with 52% and IELTS 6.5 with no band less than 5.5. Which program is suitable for me? Would you like to add anything about this comment, Anup or Mahul? Anyone can answer.
Well, I think I should answer this one because we don't take below 60 in UCC, right? So definitely you can come to one of our campus because we have campus in almost all Australian cities. So you can definitely apply for our PQP programs in other institutions. Yes, we do accept 52%, but probably you need to do IELTS again because we need 6 each band. Even in UCC, we need 6.0 each band. Okay, but if you want to proceed ahead with 6.5, one band 5.5, then we have option for that one as well. You need to contact with KIC for more detail.
Okay, there was one. I saw that there is one program, graduate certificate in the University of Canberra College. Can we package a graduate certificate for the 3 years bachelor degree holders with the University of Canberra?
Absolutely. But this grad cert is something different compared to other PQP programs. This ones give you 6 months credit to the university. You just need to do 1.5 years in university. So altogether, a student will be studying only 2 years. So this is something very different. That's why our entry requirement is a bit high for grad cert in UCC. So 60% and IELTS should be 6 each band. But for grad cert, probably we can give ILICOS. Right, Mahul?
Okay.
I don't know if we can package ELICOS with GCAF and a master's because that's 3 programs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that will be too risky. Okay. Next question that we have is the common question and most it's a famous question we can say now, but no one has got the answer. Hi, when will be the Australian border open?
Knew it. I mean, I knew it, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So Mahmoud, you are there, so you should answer this one.
No, so as I said earlier, we're really not sure. There are going to be announcements made at the end of November, early December, regarding some pilot border openings for different states and territories in Australia. I am told that Canberra will be one of them, but we don't know for which nationalities they're opening up. And that's why I encourage students, start your studies online because a decision can be made overnight that borders are opening in a week's time or 2 weeks' time. If you have your visa, then at least all you need to do is buy a ticket and, get your bag packed and come.
True. Yep. Absolutely.
And the next question I have completed my +2 from science in bio with the 2.4 GPA and IELTS 5.5 each band. Am I eligible for IT program?
Absolutely. This is the exact, I think our percentage and our IELTS requirement is the same. We require 2.4 and above and 5 point. Actually, we're saying in the website is 2.5. Mahul, can you please, give it a little bit of clear information about this one?
It should be a GPA of 2.5.
Yeah, but yes, we can definitely check it out. And this is final,
Yes.
Mahul, because in other institution we are accepting 2.4, and which is 60% and above.
Yeah, so it's 60% or 2.5. So if they can prove that they've got 60%, then we can take them.
Okay. So definitely you can try.
Yeah.
Next question we have. I have IELTS 6 overall, but 5 in speaking. And am I eligible to study diploma leading to second year of bachelor's degree in IT course?
So do you require a minimum of 5.5 in each band?
Yes.
For the
So
diploma?
that is the entry requirement.
Yeah, so you can start with the foundation, because foundation is no band less than 5.0.
Yeah. So what I was talking to our GT team, our one-man army. We have Upasana there. So I was checking with her this morning. Can we accept this kind of application where we have overall 6, which is kind of good in terms of the entry requirement, right? Overall 6, just one band is 5. So if we can, if Mahul can initiate this one, because we have few students having overall 6.5, 6, but one band would be a 5 or, below 5.5. So if we can accept this kind of application, it would be very good for us. But yeah, unfortunately, we're accepting 5.5 East band.
Okay. Next question is about the scholarship. So I would like to request you to update about the scholarship that we offer for UC College.
So at UC College, we've got scholarships for the diploma and foundation program of between $2,000 and $2,500, which is roughly 10%, between 8 to 10% of the tuition fees. And for G, we've got $1,000 scholarships. If you have more than a 60% average in year 12, then when you go to the University of Canberra, you'll get a 10% scholarship.
Okay. Next question we have from Sudhir. I have overall 6 with not less than 5.5, and my academic aggregate GPA is +2 is 2.61. I think he is eligible.
Yep. Perfect student for UCC.
Yeah.
And you can apply for all our courses, whichever course you're looking for. And Mahul, I would just want to go back to our scholarship scheme. We also have merit-based scholarship, right? 2,500 leading to university with certain scholarship in the second year of the university programs as well.
That's right. So 2,500 leading to 10% of university. If your GPA in year 12 is above 70%, then the second year scholarship is 20%.
True. So we have 2 kind of scholarship in UCC. One is our diversity scholarship, 2,000. Normally our NIBS students, they get it if they have 60% and above, right? And we have another scholarship.
That one is for any student.
Yeah, so they get it, right? 2,000 scholarship.
2,000,
and bear in mind, guys, our tuition fee is very reasonable. We're talking about top 1% university, top 10 equivalent in Australia, and the tuition fees start from 24,000. 24,000 for design, 24,000 for even for IT. Our tuition fees 24,400, and for business engineering, it's just 26,000 plus. So definitely, if you're looking for reasonable tuition fee and the top 10 university in Australia, the top 1% university, you cannot get the better deal.
And 3-year post-study work.
Absolutely, regional area, and this is capital.
Yep. I think Sudhir, you can contact any of our KIC office for the processing. You can apply for next upcoming intake. Next question we have. I have completed my +2 degree from management in hotel management with 2.47 CGPA and IELTS overall 5.5. Am I eligible to study diploma leading to second year bachelor's degree in tourism and hotel management course?
We have event and tourism management, right, Mahul?
Yeah, but has this student started a degree in Nepal?
Yeah, it's a +2 is grade 12.
Okay, grade 12.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
We
2.47 is the, I think, again we need to revise. I think if you count this as a Nepali CGPA with percentage, then what we are normally counting is 60% is 2.4, right, Samsa?
okay.
So
Yep. 2.4
I think
above
we
is
need to, yeah, 2.4 and above is 60%. So I think we need to change that one again. I mean, obviously we have that in the system as well in our website. If we
Yeah.
do that, this student is eligible. And we also need to know whether the students got 5.5 East band or 5.5 overall, because we need 5.5 East band. Okay. And
But
definitely we don't have, yeah, go ahead.
Yep. No, the student should just get in touch with the KIEC office and they
True.
will be able to help him.
Absolutely.
okay. Next question we have, how long gap will be acceptable for PCL nursing? There is almost 6 years gap and has the IELTS overall 6, not less than 5.5, and academic score is 84%. So is it eligible to apply for diploma program?
So for nursing, we require IELTS of 7.0, no band less than 7.0.
Yeah, what about the other health
That's
related program that we have, like Bachelor of Health Science, Bachelor of Public, that we can package from diploma? Uh,
yeah.
do you suggest?
Well, the problem here we have with Rabi Bandari, right? So problem
Yeah.
here we have is the gap,
Yep.
6 years of gap. We do understand, we do have PCL nursing students, plenty of PCL nursing students scoring 70%, 80% plus. But the problem here we have is the gap, 6 years of gap. We normally accept 2, maximum is 3, not even 2. Because of the pandemic, we are accepting 2 years of gap for PCL or even for +2 student, A-level students. I think this student is definitely eligible for our health science program, not nursing, leading to nursing. We do have, nutrition, we have normal health science programs, exercise science and all. But definitely the problem here is the duration of the gap. It's
The gap,
6
yeah.
years. Yeah.
Yeah, I think student can apply for direct bachelor's degree, any health related program in University of Canberra. If
Yeah.
nursing is the first preference, then IELTS score should be 7 each band, which is the requirements for all the Bachelor of Nursing course in Australia at the moment.
Yeah, that's kind of like a universal truth.
Yep. Okay, I think we have done with all the comments that we have received till now. I would like to ask one question. Yeah. Could you please mention a little bit about the Canberra city, especially for international students, accommodation options, transportation facilities, and like internet access of the international airport, so that students, if they have got any confusion about that, then they will clear their confusions.
Okay. So Canberra Airport is an international airport, but there aren't many international flights that come in. So most arrivals will either come into Melbourne or Sydney, clear immigration and customs, and then catch a connecting domestic flight to Canberra. Between Canberra and Sydney, there are in excess of 60 to 70 flights a day. So, very easy for students to get to Canberra. And on arrival, we can arrange to have the student picked up and taken to their accommodation. At the University of Canberra, we've got plenty of on-campus accommodation available. Most of it is self-catering, and students will find that, self-catering works out a lot cheaper because you're able to control the costs of the food, eat what you want when you want to eat. Canberra is an extremely multicultural city to be in, and there's a very large Nepali community in Canberra. You do get Nepali food available through the Indian grocers or the Asian grocer stores. And as a city, it's a very easy city to get around. It's a man-made city, so it was planned as a city. Population of Canberra is just under 400,000 people, so it's a small city. But during COVID, for example, because it's the federal government and all the embassies, a lot of businesses did not have to shut down. So students who were employed continued working throughout that period. Whereas in Melbourne and Sydney, where there was forced lockdowns, a lot of students lost their part-time work and couldn't sustain themselves. On campus, lots of different clubs and societies for students to join, very good sporting facilities as well. Canberra, being the capital city of Australia, has got the Australian Institute of Sport located, so exceptional sporting facilities. There are 2 lakes within Canberra, Lake Burley Griffin and Lake Ginninderra. I think if I'm not pronouncing it right. Shopping is good. Very good social scene for students, very good outdoor lifestyle for students. There's so many facilities that the government maintains that students can use.
Okay. Also, I would like to ask about the offer and GT turnaround time for University of Canberra College. How long it will take for the offer letter and GT processing?
The offer letter turnaround, 2 weeks.
Well, that is standard-wise. If you are talking about all navigation standard, our turnaround time is 48 hours, and we're doing the same thing in UCC as well. I mean, UCC, even in UCC, 72 hours is the max. So normally you can get your offer letter even in 24 hours. But in terms of GT, it takes a little bit of time. Like Mahul said, it might take even 2 weeks if the documentation is not complete. So if the documentation, everything is right and correct, everything is there, then I would say less than a week.
Yeah.
Okay.
We've got an excellent GTE team based in India, and they're fairly quick in processing the GTE for students.
Yep.
Okay. Anup sir, I would like to confirm from you just is there any different list of the banks that we accept for the financial documents from Nepal, or is the same from Navitas that we used to accept?
This is a good news for UCC. We are accepting all A-class banks from Nepal. So for UCC, we are accepting all 28 A-class banks. And this is a good news because in other Navitas institutions, we accept 11 or 13. But in UCC, we accept all A-class banks.
Okay, that's very good news. Again, we have received one question from Ravi. Then it is eligible to apply for health courses with these scores and gaps. Yeah, Ravi, what you can do is you can apply directly for the bachelor's degree program in University of Canberra. Unfortunately, they require each band IELTS 6. So either you need to retake IELTS and score 6 each band, or you can request offer letter with the additional LE course. So you can directly apply for University of Canberra. You can visit our office, or you can contact our office if you are not able to visit physically. I think we have addressed all the questions at the moment, and yep. I think we have done with all the questions, and I have asked the confusing questions from my side as well. Before closing our live session, I would like to request Mahul for your final words to the Nepalese students from your side. I think this is the first live session for you in Nepal. So would you like to say anything about anything to Nepalese students who are planning to study in Australia?
To all students in Nepal, you're very welcome to come and study in Australia, not only in Canberra, but across Australia. And as soon as borders open, which will be very soon, we welcome you with open arms here in Australia. And hopefully one day, Shyam sir, I get to come and meet you in Nepal.
Sure.
Yeah,
it might be possible by 2021 or 2022.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, but we never know.
Yeah.
And Anup sir, would you like to add anything about anything to Nepalese students from your side?
Sure. Obviously, I mean, we talk about UCC, and it's one of our very famous institutions in Australia. And recently, most of our students are going to regional area, and we know why, because they see loads of opportunity in there, and they get 3 years of PSW as well. So you have seen all the important information on the presentation. You can go back to presentation for the detailed information about our entry requirement and the scholarship scholarship is not there, I think, in the presentation, but definitely you saw the scholarship, you got the scholarship information as well. You will be eligible for 2,000 for sure, but if you have 70% and above, but your IELTS is a little bit low, you can get 2,500 scholarship and a progression scholarship as well, up to 20%. So definitely you can apply through KIC, one of our trusted partner, one of our key partner from Nepal. So you can go to KIC for more information about our UCC. All right, guys, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, both of you. And definitely, yeah, we will have a very, we are very optimistic for the 2021. And there is a very good news recently from the BBC that one vaccine is working it, and almost 90%, they have the 90% success rate. So let's see, by the end of this year we may get vaccine as well, so this will normalize our life. Otherwise we need to practice to live with the COVID as well, with the coronavirus as well. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much to all of you for listening and watching us. If you have any further inquiries, you can contact KIC Nepal. You can also collect very useful information from our website, which is at www.kic.edu.np. Also, you can get all the updated information from our Facebook page. Now, most of our offices are open for the face-to-face counseling with all safety measures of coronavirus, COVID-19. So you can visit your nearest KIC office location for abroad study counseling. Also, we are available for telephonic or online counseling if you are unable to visit our office. Stay safe all. Have a good day and happy Diwali. Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye. Thank you very much, and have a lovely rest of the day.
See you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.